G'day, SANFL Now listeners. Welcome to the first episode of this podcast. I'm here with Saint Cooper Sharman. It's exciting to have you on, Cooper. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, mate?
Yeah, pretty good. So taking you back to that last 6 months, or first 6 months at Woodville West Torrens, how strong was your personal start to the season?
It was all right. We were obviously a good side in, 2021, so the boys ended up winning the flag that year, so I found it pretty hard to break into the side early on. So I was playing a lot of reserves footy. I played a game out here at Glenelg Oval against Nazai Wangdi Malera, so it's funny how things work out. I think my form in the twos at the start of that year was pretty good. Yeah,
it's good to hear. And how were you in the lead up to that mid-season draft on the day? Were you nervous or?
Yeah, so I hadn't really had much contact with St Kilda. They were the only club I had spoken to that year. One of the recruiters came to Adelaide earlier in the year, and I had a chat with them then, and then had no contact with them or any other clubs in the lead up until the day before when James Gallagher, who was the list manager then, gave me a call the day before and sort of started talking to me and getting things going. And so by the end of that day, I was pretty nervous that my dream could become a reality that next day. So, and then the next day, James Gallagher ended up ringing me and saying, we'll draft you tonight, and if you're ready to come over. And I was absolutely shocked that they told me before the draft didn't happen. So I sort of rocked up to training at Woodville Oval that night, knowing that I was about to be drafted, and sort of kept that under wraps with all the boys, and so they were pretty stoked to find out as well.
And how was that feeling when you realised that dream was going to happen?
Yeah, that was awesome, especially because it was so unexpected, I suppose. I was sort of not expecting to only be at Woodville for 6 months, so just how unexpected it was an absolutely amazing feeling.
So tell me about the lead up to the first AFL training session you had.
So the Saints team, they were in Sydney in a sort of a hub for that week because obviously COVID was still happening in that, so I got flown in, So I got drafted on the Wednesday night, still played the SANFL game for the Eagles on Saturday, and then got flown to Sydney on the Monday into the hotel where the Saints boys were staying. So that was pretty daunting, going there, meeting them all, and then the next day we had a training session. And I was absolutely buzzing, just flying around and just training with all these boys that I've watched on TV growing up and absolutely idolised. So that was awesome.
It's cool. That is good.
Yeah.
Are there any Woodville personnel you still chat to from your time at the club?
So I came over at the same time as Mitch Hardy, so he's from Leeton as well. So we grew up, he's a couple of years older, but we grew up together. So I still keep in contact with him, and it's good to see him dominating at the minute for the Eagles. And then still close to a couple of boys, Clay Cameron and Luke Beacon.
Moving away from your personal game, how are things with the Saints this year?
Yeah, it's been good. I obviously haven't played a game yet, so hopefully that comes soon. But the environment that we've created this year with the new coaching staff has been absolutely awesome, and you can see that with the way we've started 4-0. So hopefully keep that rolling against Collingwood tomorrow. But I've been really enjoying it.
It's good. Emergency tomorrow. Looking forward to getting out there for a bit of a run.
So it'll be good. Obviously wish I was playing, but it'll be good to soak in the atmosphere, and Adelaide's obviously buzzing at the minute, so it's a good weekend to come over and be a part of the squad.
Doing anything fun while you're in Adelaide?
Nah, not really. Probably just stay low, I reckon. Have a bit of a walk around and see the sights of Glenelg again, but pretty cruisy.
Has the change in club's fortune come from Ross Lyon's philosophy, or has it been more from just or has it been more than just the change in coach?
Obviously, credit to Ross, absolutely. I think we also, the talent and the personnel we've got is good enough to be competing at that level, as we've shown at the first half of last year, that we're around the mark and up the top end of the ladder. So there's bits of both, that Ross's philosophy, game plan, and his coaching style has definitely contributed, and also just the boys playing really well, especially the new boys that have come in to cover injuries to like Jack Steele and Max King. So combination of both.
How have those boys been around the club while they've been injured? They're obviously still involved, but just on the sidelines, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely involved, especially Jack. Obviously he's a skipper, so he's heavily involved in all meetings still. And guys like Max King and Tim Membry are still very important members of the whole squad, and they're contributing, definitely.
It's good to hear. In your junior days, you were part of the GWS Academy. What are some of the strengths of these academies for the players?
Yeah, so part of the GWS Academy in, I suppose, rural New South Wales, where there's not much contact with the Australian rules footy world, I suppose. So they create a platform that and an elite environment for all the good talented juniors to sort of come together and train. Without the academies in those areas, players would be lost to other codes, I suppose. So it's an integral part of our upbringing in footy, I suppose.
Did you play any other codes when you were growing up?
No, nothing. No, just Aussie rules. Yeah.
That's good. For those listening later on, this was recorded on the Saturday of Gather Round. Cooper, how do you feel about the concept of Gather Round?
I reckon it's cool. Absolutely. As I said before, Adelaide's buzzing at the moment. People are coming from everywhere. Like you see the plane loads of people that were coming from Melbourne yesterday. It's pretty cool to have everyone, all 18 teams playing in the same city on the same weekend. It's a pretty extraordinary concept, and then to have games, I suppose, at Norwood and Mount Barker as well to bring AFL games closer to communities is really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Just going to ask as well, obviously when we get onto the field on Saturday, it'll be the 6th game. Are you a bit worried about injuries for the Oval?
It'll be interesting to see how it holds up. 6 games in 4 days doesn't happen often. I'm not too stressed. Adelaide Oval is one of the better stadiums in Australia, so it's always good to play there. I'm sure the turf will hold up fine.
And do you think going forward the Gather Round should stay in Adelaide or should it move?
That's a good question. I think so far it's been a success, so Adelaide probably gets to have another crack at it next year, I would have thought, yeah.
All right, thanks, Cooper. I think you're getting involved down there, so I might let you go and sign some autographs, mate. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thanks, mate. It's been a pleasure.
Hey,
awesome.
My pleasure's all mine.
That was awesome. Thanks for that.
No worries.